Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Talk. Today we're going to be talking about the Charmander, Charmeleon, and Charizard. Now, last episode I said that Bulbasaur was my favorite of the Kanto starters. That is, now, that's how it's ended up. In the beginning, like the first time I played Pokemon, Charmander was just awesome looking. I mean, I love Charmander. Charmander was pretty badass, honestly. And then, I mean, even though Brock was kind of a pain in the ass to get through with Charmander, I mean, just having this final evolution of Charizard was just awesome. First time I played through, I actually picked Charmander. Brock gave me hell, but I ended up making it all the way through the game. Got Charizard. Loved Charizard. Up until the point to where I found out there was a dragon type, and he's not dragon. Big controversy over that. Not really anymore. Charmeleon is kind of meh. I mean, it's a good transition between Charmander and Charizard, but just to me, Charmeleon, they could have done a lot more to him. I mean, he's just kind of he's kind of meh. He's not really. I don't know. I kind of rushed through Charmeleon whenever I would play the game, especially the first time I played through the game. As soon as Charmander evolved into Charmeleon, I just would grind until I got Charizard. Now, the way it seems in Pokemon, Charizard is, I guess, everything to the Pokemon community, or to the Pokemon company, because he's had 2 Megas, when Venusaur and Blastoise only got 1. Mega Charizard actually gave him that Dragon type, which was awesome. And the design for Mega Charizard X is just awesome. I love the design. The whole blue and black thing, it just kind of fits. Now, Charizard Y is... I mean, he got a huge boost to his special attack and his speed. Or no, not his speed, just his special attack. And his attack stat went up a little bit. I prefer Charizard X just because it gives you a little bit of attack, a little bit in defense. I mean, overall, in my opinion, Charizard X is just better. I don't know, I kind of tend towards the physical attackers in a way, I guess. The thing that kind of upset me the most, even though Charizard got 2 Megas instead of just 1, at least Venusaur and Blastoise got something. But in Sword and Shield, Charizard immediately got a G-Max form with Charizard Gigantamax. Looks awesome. Love the design of the Gigantamax Charizard. It's just... Venusaur and Blastoise did not, and then now they're apparently getting a Gigantamax form in the expansion for Sword and Shield, which is awesome. I do like that, but it's just kind of a little bit late. Now Gigantamax Charizard, I don't really know the stat buffs that he gets in Gigantamax. It's not really showing anything on this. For moveset, for Charmander, I always go either Choice Scarf, or not Choice Scarf, Choice Band or Choice Specs. If I go Choice Specs, I'll generally go Blaze. I don't really do Solar Power. You can, if you're running Solar Day set, you can go Solar Power, and then Flamethrower. go flamethrower, you can go heat wave, you can go solar beam. I don't think he gets it, honestly. I only think Charizard learned solar beam. Yeah, he doesn't learn solar beam. So honestly, he's really not that great in a sunny day setup because he doesn't really have anything except for fire moves that can actually be used with it. Now, for me personally, I always go Blaze. I'll go Flamethrower, Dragon Pulse. Okay, Flamethrower, Dragon Pulse. I do Flame Charge sometimes for the kind of extra speed, and then just something to kind of get away from the earth or from the ground type weakness and the water type weakness. So he really doesn't have anything for either. So I just generally go for like neutral damage. Dragon Pulse is neutral. Toxic, you can just go Toxic if you want to. You can go Shadow Claw. Physical set, you can't really. You can do it. You can do Choice Band. Choice Specs is better. If you go Choice Specs, you go full on speed, max speed, max special attack, and give him a little bit of HP. He is going to be level 5 whenever you do this, so let's cut him down to level 5. And then let's look at this again. So level 5 in the little cup with 252, 252, and 4, he has 20 HP, 15 special attack, and 16 speed. It's not bad. You can even go a hasty or timid to increase his timid to increase his speed to 17, decreasing his attack. Or you can go modest, which increases his special attack, which makes his special attack 16, 16, 29. Not bad. Like I said, Flamethrower is a staple move. You got to have it. Dragon Pulse is good. Flame Charge is really good to increase speed if you're not going a choice. If you're not going to go a choice item, you can go you can go Life Orb, and then Flame Charge into Flamethrower, or Flame Charge into where is it? Okay. Rock Slide. There's a lot of different things you can do with them. Mostly try to stay towards your special side. I mean, you can even go with an Overheat just to kind of give you that one-shot capabilities. But overall, he's not going to one-shot really anything unless it's super effective hit. Charmeleon. Charmeleon is not bad. Again, he's just kind of meh. His stats overall, they're not bad. He's got HP, which is pretty good. You can bump up his HP. And again, though, it doesn't really give you the... You can do a physical set, but it's... Okay, 227... It's much better to do a special set. Now, his speed is actually pretty good for the tier that he's in. You're still going to have guys like Electrode and stuff like that that are in his tier, but overall, this is not a bad setup again. Again, I would either go modest or timid, and then item, you can go charcoal if you want. I'd rarely see people use like charcoal or where are you at? I rarely see people go like charcoal or magnet or any of those kind of mystic water, any of those kind of items, but I mean, they're not bad to do. Especially if you're just trying to I guess just trying to get that little boost, but you don't really want to give them a life orb to kind of do it, or make them, or limit them to one move with a choice item. Flame Orb is also really good. You can give them Flame Orb, which at the end of the turn attempts to burn the holder. He's a fire type, he doesn't get burned. That way anybody trying to take your items or anything like that, trying to switch or anything like that, they're going to take the Flame Orb, and then it's going to burn them and hurt them and all that other stuff. Let's see here. Blast Burn is really good, but you can't move for next turn. Fire Pledge. Fire Pledge is a really strong fire type move. The only bad part is you gotta have this stuff for the added effect. So again, your best bet for just raw damage would be Flamethrower. You can go Heat Wave for the extra damage if you're just trying to one-shot somebody, or you can, but Flamethrower might not be enough. You do get a little bit of extra moves for Charmeleon. That's one of the good things. You do get Dragon Pulse still, and then you have access to stuff like Ancient Power. I'm looking for a move. You do get Mud Slap, which Mud Slap's not bad, but the overall damage on it is pretty lackluster. But Mud Slap does give you the chance to, it lowers the accuracy, and it does hit. So, and it's a special move. So, I mean, you can use Mud Slap. I really like Mud Slap just because you can Mud Slap somebody, lowers their accuracy, they're trying to hit you, they miss. That's about it for Charmeleon. Like, Charmeleon and Charmander are kind of the same. Like, you can even scratch out the Flame Orb for Life Orb, or if you want to make those defenses a little bit higher, you can go in Eviolite. Eviolite is also an option for Charmander. It would give you the 18, or no, the 20, and then 22 for special defense. But overall, I mean, they're not bad. They're really good if you're going up against somebody who's using grass or something like that. When it comes to special attack, they are really strong. Charizard, however, there are a lot of ways you can use Charizard. I personally don't ever use Charizard, mostly because I see him all the time. But if I were to run Charizard, I would probably go a max speed, max special attack. If I wasn't going X or Y or Gigantamax, I would run him with a honestly, I'd probably run him with a choice specs. And the Blaze ability, Solar Power is good, but only during a sunny day set, which I am not really going to use. I would always go, not Flame Charge, Flamethrower, not Flame Charge, Flamethrower. Dragon Pulse, Air Slash, and Solar Beam. Oh, where's my Flamethrower? This is probably the moveset that I would most likely use with him. And then I would go a Modest Nature, just because all of my moves are special, and I would be hitting really hard especially. 348 special attack is not the best, but it's not bad. Now with Charizard X, I max attack, max HP. I'll put a little bit of investment in speed. I definitely want the Tough Claw abilities, or the Tough Claw ability. Tough Claw is amazing. It contact moves have power multiplied by 1.3. So then I would go. You cannot go Acrobatics. Don't go Acrobatics because Charizard X automatically has Charizard X. So Acrobatics is not the best. Dragon Claw. I was not aware that Charizard had access to Blaze Kick. Always go Fire Fang or Fire Punch. I go Fire Punch. Since we're not really having any speed investment, you can also go Flame Charge instead of Fire Punch, or vice versa. Then you can kind of take it from here wherever you want. You can go Thunder Punch for the water type, super effective. You can go Power Up Punch. You can also go to get some Power Up Punch, Thunder Punch, Shadow Claw. I mean, there's a lot of different moves. You can go from Outrage if you wanted to just try to sweep the enemy team. There's a lot of different things you can do here. Again, max attack, max HP, a little bit of investment into speed. And then I would go with the Adamant Nature. The reason I put 252 in HP with Charizard X is because he does get a little bit of defense with his Mega Evolution, and that extra defense is going to make him quite a bit more bulky, and he kind of turns into a wall that you can just take advantage of because he's Fire Dragon. The water hits him super effective, and Dragon hits him super effective. Now Fairy does as well, but three things that can kind of hit him pretty hard, and he's still going to be a threat to them. Charizard Y, however, is pretty standard. Max special attack, max speed. You're definitely going to want to go the Timid Nature. He's got the Drought ability, so you're going to want to... You can go Flamethrower, you can go Heat Wave, or Flamethrower. Flamethrower, in my opinion, is better, mostly because it's only a 5 extra damage, 5 extra power, but 10% less accuracy, which is not the greatest. Hurricane. Solar Beam is a must with Drought. And last but not least, you can go pretty well anything from there. You could go Ancient Power. You could go... honestly... Yeah, I mean, you could go Ancient Power to kind of hit the other flying types, and hope for that chance of that 10% chance to raise all stats by 1. And then the Timid, special attack, or plus speed minus attack, and then this is your my IV spread and my EV spread. Gigantamax Charizard. Like I said, I don't really ever use Charizard, so Gigantamaxing him, I don't know what would be best, honestly. I would probably still go for Choice Specs, Blaze, and then Flamethrower. Probably the same as the Charizard here. Flamethrower, Solar Beam, Air Slash, and Dragon Pulse. I would definitely probably go Air Slash because it boosts your speed. Flamethrower turns into G Max Flame. Or, oh goodness, I forget what that move is called. But it's Charizard's signature move as Gigantamax. And then Dragon Pulse and Solar Beam are both just really good moves to have anyway on a Charizard. Solar Beam gives you the coverage to kind of take out your weaknesses. I mean, yes, you have to wait a turn, and most of the time when you wait that turn, it's not really going to be good for you. You can max HP and special attack, or you can just say, you know, I'm going to try to survive it and just hope for the one shot. And again, also saying that you can also go for a Focus Sash Charizard if you know that you're going to be switching into something like that, and you're just wanting to Solar Beam and you're going to outspeed it. Overall, though, I think the Charmander line, they've gotten a lot of love from Nintendo and the Pokemon Company. They always get like the best stuff. You got 2 Megas, Gigantamax, and pretty much every generation you can get a Charizard. And there's some gens where you can get the Charmander line, but then you couldn't get the other Kanto starters. Like Sword and Shield, when they first released, you could get a Gigantamax Charizard, but you couldn't get the other Kanto starters. You could just get these guys. And they also didn't include the Megas, which, I mean, I'm kind of on the wall about. I mean, I liked the Megas. I liked a lot of the Megas. But overall, I mean, I do like Charizard. I'm very fond of Charizard. I just don't use him enough to actually know how to give any good advice on it. So, but yeah, that's today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and comment down below your build on Charizard, or which of the Charizard evolutions you enjoy the most. Alright, thank you guys, and bye.